Firstly, typicality. Secondly, negation. Thirdly, independent tolerance. Fourthly, affirmation. If time is allowed, go to the underview. Disorder. May I? Here, may I start? Firstly, topicality. Like as for the AFF, like standard, like any standard is As for the standard second card, like 100% meat burden goes to the affirmative or something. However, like 100% exclusive burden goes to the negative, because they need to prove our plan is non-topical. Without this, it cannot be the voter. So please keep this point. And also, as for the standard, like such standards are not absolute criteria, because the way of interpretation is different from case by case. Therefore, they have to prove why these standards are uniquely applicable for today's resolution. Otherwise, you should not take it. And then, as for the impact, C sub point, they say like topicality can be the absolute border or something. However, like initially, topicality never negate resolution. Therefore, topicality is out of voting issue. Even if because of the topicality, our plan just don't relating with the resolution or something. This is not meaning negative can negate resolution. For example, if resolution is people should play soccer, at that time affirmative show AD of apple or something. Just AD is non-topical. However, and then negative never negate resolution, right? And so therefore, like please kick out. And then as for the evidence ME2, I will the card check. This ME2 just say that any or something. It evidence never say all. Please keep this point. And also as for that, their argumentation, they say like not compulsory voting, but like not with like compulsory voting is not only with like fine, not but also like any kind of like system it exists or something, right? So at that time, maybe like they also admit our plan is in topical area. Our plan is in topical area, because they also admit like paying with fine is also like compulsory voting. They admit that point. So please keep this point. And also, like they say like if they want to say like over specification or something. However, like they cannot say like general type of compulsory voting is without fine. They didn't say like general compulsory voting type is without fine or something. They failed to prove that point. And also like in this round, affirmative show like the plan with like pay fine, and the negative also say like depriving of like freedom or something, right? At that time, our consensus is that compulsory voting, in this round, like general type of compulsory voting is with pay fine. So please keep this point. And then please move to the negation. As for the negation, like in the first place, like any system violates the freedom of life. Like for example, like changing others of resistance, or like we have to like submit final income tax for government or some kind of thing. Like to operate country, even if like individual hesitate to do so, there is necessity to violate to some extent the freedom, right? To operate the government. Therefore, like simply comparing the advantage and the disadvantage, we should debate whether introducing compulsory voting or not. Therefore, freedom is out of voter in the first place. And also as for that, and the turn around, like they say violating the individual or something. However, like violate of free market mechanism, and it causes violation of the individual who belong to the small company or medium company. because of arbitrary support from government to the big company, they cannot compete. This surely more violates individual freedom than after plan compared with time span, because voting is just few minutes in 4 years. But violation of the mechanism, that situation keep like few decades. Therefore, like as in terms of the time frame, like we outweigh. And also as for that, C sub point, like Sarka, they say like visible change is needed or something. However, like it's not crucial because like after compulsory voting, like whether we can do the try and error is crucial. At least after plan, like voting rate will be higher than now. So this is the visible change. And as for the C sub point, like they talk about like dissatisfaction, like after plans voter feel dissatisfaction or something. However, turnaround, like status quo the people, like our evidence number one, because of the organization vote, they don't want to, they cannot show like their opinion or something. There is a people. That kind of people can reflect their opinion in after plan. Therefore, turnaround scenario, they will be like satisfy the situation in after plan. And also, as for the after plans voter, they talk about also turnaround scenario can happen. Like after compulsory voting, like uniquely, some people feel like voting is important or something, and then their motivation will go up. As for that people, like they also will be happier in after plan. So please keep this point. And then please move to the independent turnaround. As for the independent turnaround, like as for the A sub point, like they talk about like non-voter is just not interested in the politics or something. However, like please extend the, like our affirmation, like using the evidence one, like because of the organization vote, even if like people have request for political issue, however, like they feel one vote is really meaningless for us or something, and then they cannot show their opinion. As for that people, like after uniquely they show the opinion. Please give this point. And as for that, like B sub point, they say like manipulation or something because of the two reasons. First one is fake news or something. However, like the information cannot be perfect, right? And also as for the second, like famous people or something. However, like like for example, no impact at all, because like also like Trump is also becoming by populism or something. However, like some people feel Trump is better and some people feel like Trump is bad. Therefore, like there is no impact. And though like in the first place our stance, because what is the quality is totally unknown. Like as we mentioned in the under the sheet, because no one knows correct answer. Like one policy is good for someone and bad for other people, which means even if they are smart, they just choose policy for them, not for all the people. At that time, it is failure to reflect all people's opinion. And also, like please extend the underview D sub point first card and the second card, because of the heuristic and because of the education, long term we can capture. Please keep it. Sure.
About independent turn, so our third point. So you showed no impact under.
Yes.
The second argumentation is so affirmative is totally unknown quality or something. Quality is high or something.
Yes.
So in such a situation, so why you can say after plan quality is better or something in affirmation or advantage logic. If you don't understand the quality is high or low, so even after plan you also don't know quality is high or low.
Yes, so
what
like
is the difference?
Okay, the difference is that, like as we mentioned before, no one knows the correct answer. At that time, collecting all people's opinion is better in the first place. In the first place, like government, so we shouldn't judge like whose opinion is good or bad. And the secondary, like we can get consensus by like more citizens. And then, like so after that, like simply like so voting is that like voting result is made by majority, right? And after that, simply the number of majority will be increased.
Then, if so status quo situation is the same as after plan, right? So majority vote So under the status quo is also majority is dominant.
However, status quo's majority is the organization. And then, like some people cannot show their will for the politician to supply the evidence.
Then, about the upper argumentation, second point, you about fake news. You just say about the information is not perfect person.
Yes,
You
also
just-
in status quo.
Okay. About the negation. The first argumentation is that the changes are residential or something.
Yes,
So-
yes, yes, yes.
Such welfare service or something. Then, our crucial point is, so under the status quo, voting is right. Then, you show the example like such a thing. So, why you can say such a thing is changing the right to duty.
So, like as we
So
mentioned,
even if so anyway we have to change that we have to take such action if when we move away or something.
like to operating the country better, like we think like the policy and the citizens' will the gap should be minimized. At that time, like collecting the more people's opinion, like the difference between the policy and the citizens' will be minimized.
Then initially, what is applicability to this example?
What do you mean? So,
What is the applicability?
so our example is like, for example, like changing the address is
Yes.
really to
Then changing the address is maybe one kind of duty, not right. Before even if we move away or something.
yes.
So our crucial point is voting is after right, changing the right to duty.
So,
This is important thing. Then what is the applicability to this example?
what I want to say is that like as we mentioned before, like to like operating the country better, there is a duty like as we mentioned before, like changing the address or something like that. Like compulsory voting is also like we also can be that duty to operating the country better.
Okay.